7 o'clock.
Today's news.
General.
She's likely to be treated more favorably.
Western storm damage.
A lot of trees down, huge trees.
Gaza aid crisis.
Incredibly desperate people need access to this food.
Good morning, I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. Just hours after Matt Gaetz withdrew his name as Donald Trump's pick for Attorney General, the president-elect selected former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi. CBS's Ed O'Keefe tells us she's one of Trump's most vocal backers.
If he's out there fighting for us, we're going to fight for him.
The former two-term Florida Attorney General defended Trump during his first impeachment trial and is now being asked to carry out his legal agenda.
When Republicans take back the White House, the Department of Justice, the prosecutors will be prosecuted, the bad ones. The investigators will be investigated.
This election came hours after former Congressman Gaetz abruptly withdrew as Trump's first pick for Attorney General. CBS News has learned that at least 8 Republican senators would have voted against Gaetz amid a House Ethics Committee investigation into allegations he had sex with a 17-year-old. Gaetz denies it all.
A major storm blasting Northern California has toppled trees and has dropped heavy snow and record rain. The system, blamed for at least 2 deaths, knocked out power to hundreds of thousands in Washington and Oregon. Here's CBS's Rob Marciano.
In Northern California's wine country, once lush vineyards now turned into swamps. 10 to 15 inches of rain falling in the past 2 days.
I get home, tree falls down, help my neighbor's wife get out of the house. We took her out the window onto the canoe and then down and out.
Nearly 200 miles to the north, similar destruction there.
The winds were ferocious, but it was dramatic.
Much needed rain has fallen in the Northeast and some snow, too. The snow was heavy in parts of Pennsylvania and West Virginia. CBS's Chris Van Cleve says weather could be a factor for some early Thanksgiving travelers.
31 million expected to fly for Thanksgiving. That rush starts today, and the airlines tell me they feel pretty good about the forecast this weekend and the start of next week. Here in Los Angeles, LAX has already upped its projections for how busy it will be to over 2 million people as it's seeing things pick up earlier than in past years. The TSA expects Wednesday and the Sunday after Thanksgiving to be the busiest days at airports. Sunday likely tops 3 million passing through checkpoints and could set a new record. On the roads, AAA says Tuesday and Wednesday as well as Sunday and the Monday after Thanksgiving will be the worst times to drive.
Now to the Middle East. Correspondent Elizabeth Palmer has the latest on the aid crisis in war-torn Gaza.
Truck driver Abu Ahmed was caught in the worst attack yet on aid convoys in Gaza. Almost 100 trucks were looted by armed criminals on Saturday. They shot through the windows, he told CBS. They'd kill any driver who wouldn't stop. Israeli military drones see everything going on in Gaza, and Ahmed said one hovered right over them. The IDF told us they'd cleared the road, he said, but we saw it wasn't certain. But Israel's military says it is not responsible for protecting aid. Omer disagrees. So why isn't it happening?
The Israeli government doesn't want it to happen. They want to punish the Palestinians.
Gazans are desperate. The poorest scavenge for food and garbage dumps, while the number of trucks delivering aid has plummeted.
The Kremlin said today that a strike in Ukraine using a new hypersonic ballistic missile was meant as a warning to the West that Russia will respond to Kyiv's use of U.S. and British missiles. 4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these dash cam news adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 59 degrees in Livermore, California.